All right, welcome back to Ultra Street Fighter 4 at Evolution 2015 in Bally's, Las Vegas. I'm Ultra David.
I am Ski Sonic.
We're going to be continuing now with Pools E, but in the last segment before we went to break, we were talking about who made it out of Pools A.
Okay.
And I'd just like to continue talking about Pools B to the extent that they're updated.
Great. Oh, that's awesome.
Some of them have been, yeah.
I love to hear what's going on.
So Valmaster qualified in Pool B1, winner's side.
All right.
Loser's side, BJ Unchained. That was a tough pool, if I recall correctly. I think there were some really good players in there.
I think you're right. I think there were a couple other players in there strong.
I think there were. Pool B2, now not everything has been updated, but most of them have.
All right.
So, Pool B2, Cast Blanca. I think that was what we were looking for. Winner's side.
Definitely.
Loser's side, John Rogg. Wow, I haven't heard about him in a little while.
I have not as well.
B2. That was B2. B3, Sherry Genix, winner's side. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, Sherry.
That's right.
Loser's side was Tararira.
Tararira.
All right.
Name rings bells.
Pool B4 was Eddie Griffin, winner's side. Loser's side, Jay Snyder, Viscant. Actually qualified out of Street Fighter pool.
You know, he's a good fundamental player.
He is a good fundamental player.
He just picks bad characters.
That's true for sure.
He definitely does.
B5 is not up yet. GACT qualified winners, Pool B6.
Okay.
Pool B6 losers, Hellfire, UGC Hellfire.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll continue through the rest.
Definitely. We'll get back at that as soon as we possibly can, but first, we should have a nice matchup up. It's Razor Itabashi Zangief, coming from Japan. Very familiar Zangief player. He's been doing very well in Street Fighter 4 since the beginning.
Yeah.
A little bit up and down, but still always a threatening Zangief.
Yeah, you know it, yeah. Top level player in this and in Virtua Fighter. He's been good for a long time.
Incredible Virtua Fighter player as well.
Yeah.
Part of the Street Fighter, the Virtua Fighter, the Street Fighter brothers.
Yeah.
Itabashi and Fudo.
There you go. So this matchup I think was pretty tough for Geef. I do think that it's better in Ultra. Wow, nice. Very good to confirm into crouching short into Lariat. That doesn't work on everybody after 2 crouching shorts, but the characters it does, it's just a really important hit confirm.
Nice.
Meterless way to get the knockdown.
Yeah. That's key. He's able to push it forward with that in this first round. Very close to sealing it.
Yeah, there you go. That was all him.
The fear of the command grab, even at that range, causes her to jump back.
Yeah. So now full super meter for Zangief, which means EX hand red focus is on deck. What? EX hand maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard for me to understand how that would happen, but I really think that it was EX hand.
Yeah, somehow. I don't know what else it would have been.
Yeah, this post-knockdown pressure has been solid for Itabashi. He's getting the hits now. Before it was just pressure. Now it's damage.
Good stuff to actually get the hit confirmed. Some Geefs will go into crouching short. You know, maybe 3 or 4 shorts.
Autopilot him.
Yeah, exactly. But he didn't do that. He had it right.
Very good presence of mind, very good awareness from Itabashi to turn each opportunity into optimal or nearly optimal.
Right.
Backdash on an SPD.
Ooh.
Ticking the one.
Got another chance. Medium punch. Green hand over.
Well, now you're afraid.
Yeah, now you don't know what to do. But Orlando David does, he gets away. The question is, can he make anything happen? We haven't really seen him zone in a damaging way. Yeah, you see him jump in like that. That's not what you're going to do against Zangief.
He's sitting on that W Ultra, so even the comeback potential is going to be hurt just a little bit. He's really having trouble, like we said, after this post-knockdown. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
She does have the armored, teleport-esque move. If she wants to just, cut out the ambiguity.
Oh,
get that
from the front. That was so good.
The same situation every time, but this time, like you said, just to the front.
That's it. Yeah, even if you had blocked, that would have been chip death with Lariat.
Can't even armor at that point.
No, that was it. I really like that mix-up to go with jump roundhouse rather than the cross-up fierce.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he built up to that one.
Yeah. So Pools E, like we said, right? Pools E, that's what we're up to now.
Yes.
E1, Harideshi, #1 Bison, and Henry Sen. Golden Sen is in that one.
Okay.
So if he's going to make it back to top 8 at EVO, it's going to be through this.
That's absolutely going to happen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because the sticks are back.
Yeah.
Golden Sen, Golden Stick.
That's why. Hence the name. Matsuri, the Chun player, I think she just lost on stream there on the other one. Rugalitarian, I think, is the one who just beat her.
Okay.
And Marvisto, more of a Marvel player, but I guess playing Street Fighter as well. E3 has BE Nemo.
Nemo, fearsome player in every game, and he looks really good in Street Fighter 4 these days.
Yeah, I think that's the game he's been practicing most. I think that's what he's been putting his time into. E4, Umezono. More of a third strike guy, but playing Street Fighter 4.
Skills carry over.
Logan Sama, UK commentator. I don't know that I've seen
Winner
him play.
stays on. Yeah,
Winner stays on.
What character does he play?
It says Dudley.
I have not seen him play.
Yeah. Sasa, number 8 Vega in Japanese arcades, also in E5. E6 is Haitani, number 2 Rufus in Japanese arcades, as well as Gutex. E7, Julio from Northern California, one of the best Yuns in the US.
Definitely.
E8 is 775 Jesus, an 8-on player. E-Insanity and Vicious. Wow, from E9, that sucks. They're good players, they're good friends. They play against each other all the time, and they happen to be in the same pool, so that's going to be tough on them.
This was on you, Ultra David. Why didn't you get that pool fixed?
Why didn't they get that pool fixed? I don't know. You know, there's only so much you can do.
It's true.
But right now, we're going to see Black Skills versus Choco Blanca. This is a round 1 match in Pool E19. Black Skills is a player who I feel is oftentimes on the verge of really breaking through, and yet it just seems like he can't get that final step. I feel like he's been on that step for a couple of years. Yeah,
he's been around for a while. He has good understanding of the game, but is just not able to put together that last little bit, that extra inch.
Right. And he does insist on playing DJ, so.
That does not help with that extra inch usually.
I agree. But he does have really good DJ. I think he's one of the best DJs we have in the US.
Definitely. I mean, that gives you something going into a tournament, playing a lesser played character. That's always something in your advantage, in your favor.
Yeah, you know, we say DJ is bad, but he's not bad in the absolute sense. It's just more in relation to other characters. So if you don't respect him, then, you know, he can beat you. You have to know him to beat him. You have to know why he has problems.
Exactly. And if you don't, he's just a perfectly strong defensive character if you're not able to break through that.
Yeah, you see him waiting, does not want to let a slide happen, that's for sure. Ooh, I like the idea!
Double mix up. Is she just going to go for it?
She might. No, okay. What? Wow. I didn't know that even worked like that. Like, one thing about Black Skills is that he does have command over all of the different normal attacks that DJ has, and I often see him press buttons that I just don't see ever, except for from him.
That was like a good-looking hitbox, the way that he spaced it and everything.
It sounded like jump medium kick. I don't even know.
Go on with jump medium. Doing his best to try to range out the slides and the Blanca balls. Choco Blanca just picking her moments precisely and perfectly.
Love that anti-air, too.
She has an incredible sense for pressing buttons.
Ooh, didn't get anything there.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
At least need to get a slide.
Right. So you see DJ having to get in. That's because throwing max outs is not that safe in this matchup. We've already seen Choco Blanca with a whole bunch of slides underneath.
Wow,
yeah,
that anti-air.
Right? Okay, that's a lot of good damage. Needs a little bit more, as you can see. What's he going to get? Just EX up wall.
Committed too hard to the mix-up. Didn't respect the meter. Choco Blanca takes a round.
Oh, Matsu won. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just looking at it sort of through the side of my eye. So, thanks, though.
So, one of the issues with DJ is his primary game plan is not especially rewarding. What we're seeing from Black Skills is he's not just sticking with one style. You know, he's not committing too much to fireballs. He's not committing too much to jumping with the tricky jump ins or anything. He's playing the match as it comes.
All right. Yeah. Again, you just can't throw it in there. Oh, what?
Oh, would have been nice.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. Doesn't challenge it.
No. He tried before, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So Black Skills now in this waiting game. Chocoblanca wants to get a slide in.
Exactly.
Yep, there it is. Oh, and immediately Black Skills jumps in. I like the idea on the counter.
Patience, trying to bait out. Last bit of meter. Seal the match safely. 30 seconds. Oh! Hops into range.
Oh, nicely timed on the max out.
Nice from both of those players.
Yeah.
Oh, just slips backwards into the max out. Still
oh, he tried something. He could have blocked. Oh, up kicks.
She went for a similar setup before, and that up kick would have whiffed. I'm surprised that he committed to that.
Right.
She was trying to bait that out and punish it before.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
Very patient. Some chip. Safe chip from Black Skills. Ooh! Not a whole lot there. Really just dancing around that range right there. That sort of tip of Blanca slide range.
Yeah.
They've both been moving around it a lot.
And it looks like Choco's approach is still very tentative. A lot of the damage that she's getting is just kind of anti-airs or counter to a fireball. She's not exactly sure how she wants to go in at DJ. It's actually causing her problems at this point.
Yeah, here comes Black Skills.
She knows, okay, I know what to do when he throws a fireball, but if he doesn't, then it looks like it's just giving her a little bit of an issue.
Right, right. Although he is still throwing those fireballs.
He is.
Yeah, man, that's costing him. I really feel like that's costing him. And maybe as DJ, you know, part of the problem for DJ is that he doesn't have the normals you would expect to like keep it up in that mid-range. Just doesn't really have those options. So max out is it. But if you have some solution to max out like slide. Oh!
Oh,
wow! Oh, is he gonna get punished? Wow. That sucks.
Seeing a lot of things we don't see every day in this matchup.
You're right.
Now that she's got the life lead, she just has to, you know, play around the max out.
Well, he has a good punish for that ball at least.
She's very comfortable playing defensive, the defensive game against Black Skills so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, she looks like I think you're right. She's very comfortable at that. She's very comfortable at the slide on reaction to fireballs.
She's got great reactions for the whip punishes.
Sure.
So as long as she's able to set up that life lead, she's in a great position, and same for Black Skills.
Yeah, as long as they both have what they want to have happening, then they're fine. But when it comes to getting out of their comfort zone a little bit, it seems like they have some issues here. And on Black Skills, you know what? That is just really costing him.
I mean, just establishing the life lead is pressuring each of these players. They're understanding, okay, well, now I have to go in. I'm not really going to do much waiting from here. But that plays into the hands of either of these other characters. They're both just pretty strong from the defensive position and not stellar on offense.
Right.
But if you, again, it's the max outs.
That's killing him. That's killing him.
No, he's at least set one up there, and he got a lot of damage off of that attempted slide. And I think that's the game that he's trying to play, but she's very good at it.
Yeah, she is. There's that patient waiting game. And, you know, Chocoblanca has a little bit of a life lead, and as DJ, that's really your chip move right there. But it's not that easy to set that up, really. You have to spend bar to make it happen, so it's not a long-term thing.
And it's like you said, he doesn't have the normals that you would expect, so in that range, it's max out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Waka, that's pretty decent normals.
Yeah.
He's able to outrange as well as she's got the Chocoblanca's got that slide from so very far.
Okay, maybe follow it up. No, stays away.
He wants to make the whiff punish for the max out. The punish for the max out whiff, just not able to create it.
Yeah, right. I mean, I get the idea, but so far, I can only recall one real punish on the slide that he's sort of created. You know, when you're doing that, you're hoping that your opponent screws up their attempt, or that they don't recognize the situation.
Exactly.
You're not forcing it. You're sort of putting it out there, and hopefully it works.
12 seconds.
Yeah, he needs to get it. It's it now, or it's not going to happen. No. Takes a big guess. Does not work, and that's going to be match point now for EG Chocoblanca.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
He's got to adjust, but if it's not the max outs, then what? He's running into these big limbs, and he's just not able to figure out the plan. Still around to work with, though.
Yeah, you know, he's not out of this. I feel like if he were just to make that one change, just to play around a little bit differently with the max outs, that he could be totally in this.
You know, it looks like he's gotten the picture. We haven't seen as many max outs in this round.
Right.
Tried to work the cross-ups. One too many. Still doing okay as far as her life is concerned.
But Chocoblanca, I think, is fine staying away because she has seen so many max outs so consistently that she must expect, well, if I just wait here for a little bit,
eventually
there are going to be more, and I'll be able to whiff punish, and I'll get the life lead, and that'll just happen over time.
Nice there. Uses the max out to get a jump in. Trying to create some pressure, but the defense is still there for Chocoblanca.
Yeah.
Nicely placed cross-up. Oh, and she's mixing up the electricities as well. She's been finding success through that. Wow. Full screen punish on that.
Yeah. Hop forward right into the slide. And now Chocoblanca does have the life lead. Well, she's threatening it for sure.
She wants him to do it again.
Oh, this might come down to the very end on this. Chocoblanca, I think, has a slight life lead. Oh, that's a chance. Exactly what he wanted to have happen. Oh, can he chase? Can he chase? Can he chase? That's the question. Yes, here's the opportunity.
7 seconds.
Oh, anti-air! He got the life lead.
Oh,
He might steal it. He might steal it. He might steal it. Yes. Wow. What a way to end the last 2 rounds. Timeouts, both.
Wow.
Match point now, both players. This is round 1 in their pool.
This is a double timeout, 1-1. Going down to the wire here. This is what we've been talking about. These guys are so strong on the defensive end. That's why these timeouts are happening. Oh, late on the whiff punish there. Rare miss.
Wow,
Oh,
okay.
set that one up.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know that worked.
Wow.
To be honest.
I want to see more.
Yeah, for sure. I bet there's some cool stuff you can do in there. I bet there are.
That's so cool.
Pretty cool. Well, Black Skill's taking it a little bit more to Chocoblanca right now.
Made her pay
Yeah,
for
that's
that
what he
slide.
wanted last round.
Finally got that going as well. And not a second too soon. Looking to seal it. Oh!
Wow, the full!
Her spacing is so good, but she's not able to follow through.
Oh, she got him! She got him! He's pressing the button.
Oh!
Is that it?
What's going
Not
on,
quite.
David? It's not over.
Hold on, this is Scramble
She doesn't have
Town.
that Ultra anymore, though.
There it is!
Let's it rip. Slapta.
That was round 1 of their pool.
Insane.
What a way to start it.
Good Lord. Get lost in the beat. The quote from Black Skills as he moves on with a nail biter.
That's for sure.
Over Chocoblanca, my lord.
That was a tough one to get through. You
That's
know,
just
if
a
you're
hard
either of
match.
those players.
Exactly.
It's going to be hard to recover. Not just for Chocoblanca because she lost, but also just getting your head in the game for the next one as Black Skills.
Right.
He won it.
Yes.
But I still feel like that sort of match takes an emotional toll.
You weren't comfortable winning that.
No.
You know?
No.
You just snuck by and you know it.
Right.
And that was the first matchup of the day.
Right. Right. Well, we'll see if he can figure things out.
Yeah. Doesn't have a lot of time to do it. It's going to have to do it fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks to Mad Catz for being a major sponsor of the Capcom Pro Tour and here at EVO, as always. You can check them out at store.madcats.com always, and right now at store.madcats.com/EVO 2015. You know, they have a bunch of good stuff going on over there. Almost all the players who we've seen coming up have used their joysticks. I mean, I'm looking at one right now.
Right,
so
right.
It's very common. I highly recommend checking them out, and big thanks to them for being a supporter, as always.
Yeah, you can get ahead of the game. Street Fighter V will be dropping in a few months. The beta in just about a week.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah, so you need that. I know I do.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to get one so I can play that Street Fighter V with you guys online to my full capacity. So head on over to madcast.com.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks to them. So let's go back to talking about some of the pools.
Yes.
In E10, it's Inko, the #1 Rufus in Japanese arcades.
So
I feel
good.
like he's the best Rufus.
So good.
He is so good.
good.
Agreed. ARF Aiden, I guess. Cody player from France. E11 has Latif, formerly, what was he, second at EVO or third at EVO? I don't remember anymore.
I think he got second.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, he got third. It
did
was
he get
Fudo
third? I
and
really don't
Punko.
remember. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, he's moved back to Saudi Arabia where he's from, but he's still playing. Veggie is also in his pool, one of the best geefs in Europe. He's from Norway. E12 has Luffy, the best Rose. Of course, he won EVO last year.
Yeah, he did.
And he is trying to do the
Out
same
of
again.
losers bracket in the top 8.
That's right.
I don't know how many players have done that. It's very few.
Yeah, for sure. White Gun is in there as well, Nabuki player from North America. E13, Dominion. Yomi Dominion, in fact. E14 has Mad Catz, FGC, R Kappa, Pepidai.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes, you should be.
Excited.
E15, Crack Fiend, Balrog player from NorCal. Driftwood, Fei Long player from Arizona. Rico Suave, Able player from New York.
That's a tough pool.
That is a tough pool. E16 has Diego, from a Ken player from Long Island. Fawaz, Viper player living in Seattle, but also from Saudi.
It's good.
Like
He's
Latif.
good.
Yeah, he is. E17, RPD, Mad Catz, Alex Smith, Able from Massachusetts. E18, Ikego, number 9 again in Japanese arcades. We just saw 19, Chocoblanca, Black Skills, Perfect Legend is in there as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a Street Fighter specialist, but he plays strong characters, and he's good at tech.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, well, see who we have right now. We have pool E27 between these two, Honest Abe and Swift. That's a kind of cool name.
He almost got away with no fouls. That's impressive. Stand Roundhouse actually just beat the Rolling Crystal Flash.
Dang.
You know how you have to press that button so swiftly. Guarding his space with a little bit of neutral jump.
A lot of activity from this Vega player.
He missed his link there. Still got the Barcelona.
Yeah.
Ball dive, I should say.
Oh, punish? Yeah. Oh, nice timing, but then doesn't get the cancel.
Yeah.
And I like the movement on Honest Abe's side. I feel like he's moving around, not just on the ground with pokes and footsies, but you know, going into the air and being unpredictable.
Yeah, he doesn't need charge. He's got enough range. And Swift's really not threatening him. He's able to move around as much as he wants.
Ooh, again that roundhouse, but again nothing out of it. So a couple of chances.
If the Sakura player's not able to really go up there and pressure Vega, then he's going to be comfortable. He's going to be able to move around at will and whittle her down before she does anything to him.
Ooh, close fierce. Didn't work, just whiffed. That was funky. Oh! Again, not the cancel. All right, what can Honest Abe get out of this? A lot of, oh, again, that fierce, but just not the rest.
There's so much more in store if he finishes that.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if he had found full combos out of those jump roundhouses, he might have taken this round already.
You're right about that.
I do like Vega in damage too. I mean, he, especially with red focus now, he can turn the roll into big damage. He can turn roundhouse into big damage.
Yeah.
He has that cross up short now.
Yeah.
Close medium kick is a linker and a frame trap. I mean, he has a lot of offensive tools now that he rarely has had in other fighting games.
Yeah.
And this is really just all about the zone, though. That's all Honest Abe was looking for. Swift trying to play away, gets hit by the old classic.
Yeah, if we're going to play at this pace, then Vega's going to take it every time.
Yeah.
Swift had a good number of opportunities, though. The neutral jump roundhouse and the fierce.
Yeah, it wasn't the lack of opportunities. Okay, yeah, Latif second, Punko third at that
Oh,
EVO.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forgot to.
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how Sakura is going to deal with this on the ground. That seems like how Swift wants to play it. He wants to play for, hopefully she lands on a neutral jump with something or press roundhouse on the ground. I feel like maybe the strength in this matchup actually is to go into the air.
It's the jump, right.
Right.
You want a fireball only from afar to stop Vega from being able to jump over your fireballs, when you're in range, you want to use that triple option, the jump roundhouse versus the jump fierce and the jump tatsu to mess with his anti-airs and get something going on for that.
Vega, his anti-airs are not the best. They're situational at best.
You have something for all of them. You know, he's going to want to go to the air grab at the last resort, and you already have an air tatsu for that. And then you have the jump fierce and the jump roundhouse to mix up ground anti-airs.
Yeah.
Mix up versus ground anti-airs.
So match point now for Honest Abe. He's really just been controlling like that on the ground. That's very emblematic of how this has gone. Okay. Ooh!
Needs to get a lot off of this.
No, not much though. That could have been big.
Unfortunately, he cornered himself as well. Would have loved to do some work there with Vega's back to the wall. Of course, Vega, he has great tools to get away from the wall.
At this point, if you're Honest Abe, you can, I think, start taking some more risks. Yeah, exactly like that. That close-up slide. Big risk, not advisable in many situations.
Oh man, he's Honest Abe. He doesn't play like that.
Well, I mean, he could do that because he's seen that Swift has not been punishing. Yeah, Swift hasn't made anything work.
He's not keeping him honest.
No, he is not. He is not. And it's important to recognize that.
Yeah.
If you're playing against a player who doesn't quite have everything down yet, and it's a tournament situation, it's time to take advantage of that stuff.
Very true.
Oh, what? My
What
mind
just happened?
That was ridiculous.
What just happened?
I can't.
That just happened.
I was looking at the same dude.
Oh my god.
It's the same dude over there.
Oh my god.
How did that happen? Ski Sonic, how did that happen?
Swift.
Oh my
Swifty,
God.
baby. Here we go. Level 3 focus. Show
Dude,
me
was
another
he
combo
waiting?
video.
Was he? Oh my God, are you serious?
Was he sandbagging?
Was he
the whole
sandbagging?
time?
Oh my God.
No idea what I'm seeing. Honest Abe is trying to slow this one back down. Very nicely spaced grab. And there's a twofer. Come on, Swifty. Break out that X Factor one more time.
Well, that said, Swift is still on the ropes here. Honest Abe, big life lead. And Swift really is not doing the jump-ins that you might expect. Oh, well, there's the jump toward.
Oh,
Okay.
got through. Not
Okay.
able to get anything off of that turn.
There it is.
Seals it.
Seals it.
Honest Abe.
That was,
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was such a hot and cold from Swift. Almost all of it was cold, and then there were those two situations where he was hot.
so that was good. That was legit.
That was, it was. He did full jump-in combo, FADC, everything.
And then there's a
Everything.
mix-up with
Yeah,
the
it's
dash
little
under.
side
He
to
was like,
side,
jab.
right?
Could have linked off of that. And,
Wow. I don't know what to
hey,
say
well,
about
you know,
that,
at the end of the day, we know one thing about that guy. He definitely practiced. He wasn't able to put it up,
Yes.
put it all together. Maybe tournament nerves, you know, maybe sitting down
Right.
at this desk with the cameras, the bright lights on, you 1,000 people behind you or more, kind of takes you out of your element.
Huh?
But once he was able to get things going for just a couple of seconds, we saw some sparks.
Yeah.
Something there.
I would like to sort of follow him for the rest of the tournament and just see like how he does. Like, will he get more used to things? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely potential. Definitely
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna move on.
So it's got Giuseppe up against Mac Never Drop next.
Yeah.
From top. Okay, that's moving over to pool E2. Mac Never Drop is a Marvel player primarily, hence the name.
Yep. Okay, just to continue with pools, let's finish this off. E20. Let's pass that up. E21, Gamer B. Gamer
Okay.
B is a big threat, of course.
For
Has
sure.
been in many EVOs in the past.
Yes.
E22, Gyro. Number 3, Oni in Japanese arcades. CCG Air. Poison from Canada, Western Canada. E23, Tempest, a Vega player from California, and Dako, one of the best Evo Ryu players. Well, a lot of different characters.
Sure.
From China. E25 has Krizzle and Velociraptor, a couple of Californians. E27, Jimmy, a Ryu player from Germany. And E28, Itabashi Zangief, we saw him earlier, number 3, Geef in Japanese arcades, and just a long-time strong competitor. And DL Hamad.
Ahmad.
From Texas, well, living in Texas, from Kuwait.
Yeah.
Fey player.
Very strong.
Yes, he is. Really been strong this year, in fact.
Yeah,
really leveled
exactly.
up.
So Giuseppe from Pittsburgh up against Mac Neverdrop from Clifton, New Jersey.
Are you ready? Fight!
We talked about Rolento being a very kinetic character. Wants to move around a lot, create sort of a cloud of confusion. Ken is a character that is able to cut through a lot of that with the step kick, with a good 3-frame DP, good mobility. He's able to really take it to Rolento. This will be tough for Mac.
Yeah, it is tough so far. Jump Fierce, though, is a pretty good solution to things.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that Rolento Jump Fierce is one of the best jump hits in the game. Maybe number one.
He's definitely in contention. He missed his jump in and the option select as well, but good control from Giuseppe, not letting Mac Neverdrop get the Rolento game started.
Yeah, see, this is why I just... Look, I'm not going to trust Twitter anymore. James got a tweet from before that said Chris Tatarian had been eliminated, and then Chris tweets, hey, I won my first 2 matches. Now it's time to play Nemo in Winner's Semis. That was 10 minutes ago. So, you know what? I'm just going to... I'm not going to get involved in these Shinakuma 666s
I was going to
anymore.
say, like,
I'm not going to get
Shinakuma
involved.
just eliminated Daigo, buddy.
I'm not going to get involved anymore.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be like an official thing.
Yeah.
Or else I'm not even going to say it.
Write it down on a piece of paper and slide it to us. Don't take any invitations. Here's Giuseppe trying to seal it out. Empty jump into the low. One more turn will do it. Oh, he walked himself back into the poorest position for that cross-up.
Some patience from Giuseppe.
Oh, the jump fierce. Hey,
He's really making it work on sort of jump fierce and nothing, maybe grab. Oh, overhead.
Oh, boy, that's the stun. There's the stun.
I feel like that was Giuseppe's round. And that he sort of just was waiting there.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, nothing too serious is going to come.
Right.
I'm just going to, I'll hang out. I'll find an opportunity.
Eventually, I get some punish.
Yeah. It'll come.
No.
He could have blocked the EX Whippy Whip overhead thing, but I don't know what any of his move names are called.
EX Mekong Delta Air Raid.
Oh, there you go.
Bam, son. That's the only one I know. Off the wall. And again, it's...
What?
All right. Well, here's another chance for Mac Neverdrop, but this is not the game that he never drops in. He's dropping a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so despite that missed super, Giuseppe, big life lead.
Uh-oh.
Wow, is he going to give this one up again? No.
Yeah, went for the stand roundhouse there after the air raid. Just muscle memory. Could have gone for the ultra. He was, I think it was too far, really, to get the crouch forward link even.
Game 1 going to Giuseppe.
Yeah, we're seeing some glimmers here of Mac Neverdrop. You know, he knows, we can see, we know what he's trying to do, but he's certainly not the most Rolento player that we're seeing so far.
Right. This is pool E2. See how, you know, where in the pool this is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Round 1.
Nice job playing gatekeeper Giuseppe, not letting him out. Some nice ideas definitely from Mac, but he's got to hit these combos. He's got to tighten up that spacing just a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Here's the opportunity, last round.
Yeah, it's match pointer now for Giuseppe. Oh, good jump timing on that. Now he gets pressure. Still in there. Oh yeah, this is a really good series for him right now.
Oh, that stun is close.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, not gonna come. Giuseppe just getting out of there. What? Oh, you know what? That was cool.
That's legit.
Yeah, I like the idea. He didn't get the rest of it, but
right.
Good idea.
Good usage of meters if you would finished it. We're in that same situation where, you know, you just got to finish it. Giuseppe looking a lot more active than last time. He does not anti-air there. Here's an opportunity. Okay, goes for the clutch fierce.
Oh, hold on now.
No.
And then he missed it. Oh.
Mac, stop dropping. It's Mac Neverdrop.
There it is. Yeah, once he had done the cross-up, that was it.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely some nice ideas from Mac Never Drop. He's going to have to head to the lab for Street Fighter 4. And Giuseppe will move on.
So B7 was won by LPN.
All right.
That makes sense.
For sure.
He's a good player.
Very strong player.
Loser of that was Dango 3 from Japan.
Before we get further going with that, we wanted to take another moment to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Turtle Beach. You've seen them at this tournament as well as many others. They provide the headsets, the audio that we use to make these tournaments a much better experience. You see the players out here queuing off of those sounds. Great games need great audio, so we use Turtle Beach. We hope you guys do too.
Yeah, thanks. Definitely appreciate that. Pool B8 was won by Kazunoko.
Okay. Well,
What are you going to do?
yeah. Surprise.
Right. And then 801 Mr. Gork got out of losers.
Yaoi Gork.
B9. Let's see if they finished that one. They did. Super Uriajo. German Luger lost in winners finals, then lost in losers finals. And so as a result,
Oh, that hurts.
Kurokiba, the DJ player,
Oh, no.
qualified losers side.
That is like one of the worst ways
Yeah, that sucks.
to end your day at EVO.
That definitely sucks. Tonpi won B10, and qualifying from losers was Katsu.
Battle has begun.
And now this is going to be PH Crack Fiend from Northern California.
Yep.
KRHS Tantan, Elena, is his opponent. Crack Fiend, one of the few remaining people from Northern California still playing Balrog. Back in the day, there were, I don't know, a dozen people playing ROG up there, and he stayed with it. Looking good right now. He's picking great ranges for himself, approaching at good spots. All right, she's gonna get some life back. Yeah, good punish. Crack Fiend seems like he's on top of things right now. Oh, here. Rock actually gets a punish on that. You know what? A lot of characters cannot, or maybe not cannot, but they have a tough time punishing that.
Right.
And he looks like he gets an easy one.
This is Tantan from Miami. Oh.
Oh, really? Is that enough?
Looks
I'm not
like
sure.
it. Last hit.
Wow.
Buddy.
What? That could have been definitely Tantan's round. Like, really, that should have been Tantan's round. Down strong, EX mallet, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's rough. Miscalculation on the part of Tantan.
But maybe encouraging for Crack Fiend. You know what? Maybe I can make a big mistake and I'm not going to get punished too badly for it.
You know, likewise for Tantan, though, hey, I messed up that round. That was supposed to be mine. I'm still in this thing.
Sure. So we're going to get the corner. Here comes Crack Fiend.
Set him up there. Good use of the meter. Ooh, good reaction on the slide there. Nice how that hitbox works out.
Again. Whoa, doesn't get the link. Not easy to do. But important to do if you're going to play Elena.
Wow, big risky jump
Oh!
back in the corner and another risky slide, even more risky there.
Yeah, absolutely. Game 1 Crack Fiend.
That is certainly one of the issues with Elena, perhaps newer Elena players, resisting that urge to slide. I mean, the slide, it's a great move, has great hitbox. It'll go under a lot of things to get a knockdown, so it feels good. But
Right.
experienced players will not let you get away with it. Good block there. Of course, that one's highly disadvantageous off the block. Oh, and a nice punish there. Takes her out of the air instead of waiting. Crack Fiend just slowly, methodically taking the damage opportunities that Tantan gives him.
And being pretty unpredictable with those dash punches. You know, he's not doing them at regular on-beat timings. There's the block, but not the punish.
Yeah, he stood up for that every time. I think Tantan's going to have to go to the breakdance.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. He's only got one more round to try that out in. Match point now for PH Crack Fiend. Pandora House, Crack Fiend.
That sounds like a good house. I like Pandora. There you go. He went for it. He went for the low.
You're right, yeah. And it worked.
Oh, just a chance to whiff punish there. It doesn't react quickly enough. Character like Elena, you're gonna definitely want to take all those opportunities. They pay off big.
All right, Crack Fiend, chance for pressure. Very light though. And it seems like he knows what he's doing. You know, he's in a good position for himself, consistently getting to the right spot and stabbing unpredictably.
He's got to hold the focus at some point because Crack Fiend is just doing dash punches and not really any turn punches. He hasn't been forced to. He really needs to just hold that focus and let him know. Oh.
Oh, that was it, but it was red focus, and really, there's not much reason to do red there.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but at least he got himself his healing.
That's
got
true.
some more time to fight. Oh, well, spoke too soon.
That's
might be
it.
Crack Fiend will move on over Tantan. Not able to adapt quickly enough.
That was pool E15, second round.
Yeah. That's it. Just one of those things about Balrog specifically in this game. If you don't establish the focus from a far enough range where he's not going to really be able to get anything close off of it, then he'll just be able to dash punch you all day versus a lot of characters. Tantan, slight mental lapse. That's actually something that will kind of you'll play it out of your game because the Balrogs that you're used to, they stop doing the dash punch because you show them that you know how to do it, and it just kind of falls out of the game. But
that's true.
You bring it back, you got to remember exactly how this matchup is played from the ground up, and just took advantage of them.
So pool B11 was won by Tenant Cloud 9, and losers finals, losers qualifier, I should say, was VA DT Grande from Mexico. B12. Let's see if they have that one done yet. They do. Nuki qualified in winners. And in losers side was Bokan.
Okay.
The Able player. Nice. Pool B13 won by Kongster. Qualifier from losers is T-Danger Bucano from Mexico.
Okay, Kongster, the strong French player.
Right.
Very strong. One of the best.
B14 won by Chris Wen, a.k.a. For the Win. And losers qualifier was T3P Raphmatics. We'll keep getting through there, but this is F99 for the Fighting 99, which is a podcast that he does and Shibble Tim does and a few other people together.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Did not know that.
The Fighting 99.
Okay.
Driftwood is his name. He started playing in Arizona, came to SoCal, back in Arizona. Strong Fei. He was, or maybe still is, #1 BP Fei Long.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
Did not know that.
And Rico Suave, very strong Able player, but just strong in any game he wants to play. He has a lot of talent. He made second in Killer Instinct last year. He was threatened in Injustice and Mortal Kombat.
And he's got his own style, his own take that he brings to every game, and he's able to apply that. His style is able to stay consistent. That really shows the strength of this player. Good read.
Oh, wow, all right. Yeah, interestingly, he often plays characters that you think of as offensive, but he uses them sort of defensively, or at least patiently, looking for those opportunities, but playing cautiously in the meantime.
His offense is more varied than most players. I mean, even at sometimes to his detriment, and the idea that it's perhaps less than optimal, but way more unpredictable and not that less optimal.
Right.
So it's just his style, and it works for him.
Sure. Love that link. Oh, too far! Yeah. Nice punish by Driftwood.
That one tornado throw could have been around.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what a swing.
Nice from Driftwood. Perfect pause. Takes the chip.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Driftwood just let that one get away. Rico just let that one get away from himself.
Right.
Fei Long excels at putting a character in the corner. A couple of Rekka combos will do it. Looked like that one might have crossed up.
Yeah, really starting from an even maximum other corner. 2 Rekka combos, you're in the corner. Even 1, you're a 3/4 stage. It's pretty good.
Not bad at all. Chasing him down, just clips him at the end of the air.
Yeah, I like Rico's idea. He's trying to jump backwards and get the recovery on that chicken wing.
Yeah.
With step kick.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't quite been there the last few times.
Not able to get the spacing that he wants, and he's cornered again. Nice react from Driftwood. He expected that. He set him up for that one.
Good work.
He regained total control of that matchup after that one missed tornado throw setup that was just slightly mistimed.
You know, this
Able to
is
run it all the way back.
same side of the bracket as Crackfiend.
Wow,
Yeah, these two right here. This is only a second round matchup.
it's tough.
That's a pretty serious one. Pool E15. Fei Long just slowly chasing down, chasing down. Oh!
Unable to confirm. He had a counter hit one on that step kick.
But I like that Driftwood was ready to get out of the situation.
Oh yeah, good awareness from Driftwood.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you can really see some of the patient defensive play that Rico's known for in the way he's dealing with this Fei pressure. Just blocking. That's it, Driftwood. Oh, what a read. Yeah, he's just waiting there.
Yeah, I think he wanted a chicken wing there at the end. Jump short, but nice adjustments now from Rico. Driftwood's offense is relentless when he gets it going in this matchup, and it's serving him very well. We saw that Rico was really only to turn things around after the backdash and the tornado throw here. He needs to get the knockdown. If he doesn't get the knockdown, it's going into Driftwood's favor.
Yeah.
The ground game, Driftwood is excelling. He's dominating it. No surprise, it's Fei Long.
Right. But on top of that, I do like how Driftwood's playing it. Yeah, he's been pretty consistent at getting through Rico's mix-ups.
That's what he was looking for, just what you mentioned. Hitting the recovery of the flip kick with the step kick, and now he can run it back.
Big start for him. Needs something else, as you can see. Oh! Wow!
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, this could be bad. Oh, okay, EX Rekka. Wake up, has armor. It works. 1-1.
What a really nice nice way to apply pressure, knowing that it would go under the EX flip kick. So the interesting stuff from Rico. A little bit unorthodox, a little bit outside of the box, but
he has his own ideas.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing, is when somebody has their own thoughts on how to play. It's cool.
Finds a tornado throw. It looks like he's giving a lot of deference to the chicken wing.
What? Yeah, dude, you know how he just moved backwards 2/3 stage in order to convince Driftwood to let him do dash up,
That was the mix-up.
command grab. Yeah, that was the mix-up.
It's a long con, man. It's a
right,
long
exactly,
con.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just give up space to you. Driftwood now in for pressure. No meter on Rico's side. Again, Rico just playing patiently. Here comes Driftwood. Corner. Ooh. Such good timing.
That same strategy that he's been playing, he cut himself into the corner with it, though, instead of getting the recovery. So he's playing very close to the edge. Still measuring things well, though. Again, the dash TT.
Needs a little more. Yeah, he's time just move away. He's seen Driftwood do wake up chicken wing a lot. Just chicken wing a lot in general. That's kind of, it's a big part of Driftwood's game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But match point Rico has his own similar type of option.
And he hasn't quite, Rico hasn't quite neutralized the flip kick, but he's at least given Driftwood a lot to think about when that thing happens. So, shutting it down just a little bit. Already, though, pushed to the corner. Some good setups have gone. Got that flame kick. Oh, he had an anti-air opportunity there, though, but goes for the focus.
Wow. Driftwood really trying to pick a good spot on screen right now. Not overextend. Looks like he's making it work all the way into the corner. Big life lead, harassing outside of command grab range. Oh,
Counter
really?
hit.
No, what happened there?
I think he tried to command grab, right? Was that kick, punch? I don't know. I think it was a command grab.
Still
Put it
though,
back into the corner.
yeah, there's a lot of strength in Driftwood's position right now.
Able
Oh
to, incredibly scary.
no! Yeah, he just rubbed his face. Driftwood did. Doing it again now. Not a good look for him. He knows this is the ropes. He is on them. Oh! One more? That was enough!
Wow. Rico Suave stealing it.
Yeah, it's strange because I feel like a lot of that set, Rico was playing catch up or staying away, or Driftwood was mounting pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, there were some standout moments that Rico had, like the crutch forward, that wasn't buffered.
Sure.
And it totally changed the momentum of the situation.
Sure.
He was still able to get it all together and just find his tornado throws,
Right.
find his step kicks, and get the damage he needed.
It still worked. Yeah, that was pool E15. So, and it was only the second round. So that was a tough one. Yeah, that's definitely a hard bracket to get through, a hard pool to get through. So who is coming up next year? Wow, this is exactly what I wanted to see happen. This is what I wanted to happen.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I really want to see this matchup. This is going to be Hamad from, as we said, living in Texas from Kuwait, and his opponent will be Razor Itabashi Zangief from Japan, one of the top Zangiefs in the world.
That's funny. I wouldn't wish that matchup upon either of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just want to see how Hamad deals with it because I know he plays against Snake Eyes pretty frequently. Whenever there's a major, those two and like 2-3 other people are hanging out, and they're playing casuals, they're running all sorts of sets,
right.
they're talking to each other about ideas and matchups, and it's like they really work together.
Okay.
And so I want to see how his ideas play out against somebody like Itazan, who's a little bit different as a Geef player. He's not Snake Eyes.
Definitely.
Very good, but different player.
But he should have a whole lot of insight coming into this, and it's going to be a race to adaptation, you know, figuring out the other guy and being able to get enough of it off of it to just seal the rounds. And I mean, you just said all of that about Hamad and Snake Eyes, but of course it's Itabashi, Zangief, and Fudo.
Exactly, right. That's the other side of it, is that I know Itazan knows this character as well as anybody.
Right.
You're right, because he plays against Fudo, maybe
And
the
they
best player in the
talk,
world.
And they share, you know, they're
Yep.
buddies, they're bros, you know, they break the game down together.
Exactly. All right. I'm about to throw a paper at these guys.
No, man, it's like a button check, dude. I have to check all the buttons. That means the close buttons, the link buttons. You know how button checks work, man.
You know what? If you're checking buttons and you almost kill the other character doing it, you did something wrong.
3 out of 5, button check, let's go.
Yeah, you didn't do it right. This is pool E28. And it should be winners finals, yeah. Oh, wow, Hamad's quote is, he thinks he can beat me, but he's wrong. It's pretty emphatic.
The gauntlet is thrown to the ground, son. Let's go.
He never gets scared either. You know, he played against Daigo, I remember, at South by Southwest, and he took a round, and it was close the whole time, and he never seemed like he was out of it, so he can play at that level.
He'll throw that DP out.
Yes, he will.
Offensively.
Yeah, he'll do meaty Dragon Punch, yes, yes. Yeah, I expect this matchup to be slow. It's not going to be a fast one, but it's going to be interesting to see the positions that they want, which buttons they hit where.
Yeah.
I know Fudo likes to press Fierce a lot in this matchup.
Okay.
That big old double hand Fierce.
The feeling out process. Since both of these players are giving a lot of respect to the other, they're going to see what their tendencies are, see where they want to go, while trying to avoid all the damage that can come. Itabashi's been walked down to the corner, though.
You know, that's not that bad as Geef in this matchup. You know, you can't pick your spot on screen, but you can still pick your buttons and when they come out, and you can do jumps and all sorts of stuff. And even if you're mid-screen, it's better to be able to walk backwards and forwards and be able to play with that space. But against Faye, it's hard to pick those spots anyway.
Okay.
It's already hard to pick that. And I mean, you can see it. Itazan is in the corner. I think he has the life lead.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He can't stop the chip that's going to come out in the last 5 seconds. So if strategically, I think Hamad had a win there, and Itabashi had to start moving forward.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense,
I think
actually.
that was really smart
7
from
seconds.
Hamad. I think that's what he was waiting on.
Wow, can he get in there in time?
Rekka.
Does Itazan think he has the...
Oh!
Why would you do that?
He said he thinks he can beat me, but he's wrong.
Why would you do
He
that?
had to EX Rekka. He had to. He
Did
needed
he?
the chip.
He did. Was he down on life?
He was down.
Oh, I thought it was the other way.
No, he had to EX Rekka.
Okay.
Tabashi one step ahead. Now everybody's gonna like tweet me a picture of the screenshot.
I know, dude. It's always hard to call that out.
He was up by 100 life points, man. You can tell. I believe Itabashi had the life lead. Wow, we are 29 seconds in, and that was the first hit.
That's how this matchup goes. It really is.
These guys are chillaxing.
Yeah, it's a slow played matchup. But I think that gives you a lot of time to appreciate exactly where the players are fighting from, you know, where they pick on screen. Itazan is cool with walking himself into the corner. I mean, he's done it in both rounds. It's unusual, you know, it's an unusual idea, but it's cool to see that. Wow, fierce green hand.
And this is exactly why we saw it go so slowly. When things get quickly, one of these guys can get out in front very fast.
Yeah, now the game is, oh, what a read. And then great wait.
Right, when you're forced to approach as either of these characters, they've got good ways to stop the other guy, bat him out, take damage on the way in.
Oh, that's, well, okay. You can get a pile driver. Lots of spots being taken up on screen pretty quickly from Faye. You know, Geef has some good buttons in this matchup, definitely. Crouching jab, stand medium punch, stand medium kick. Now that it's not punishable on hit, is really nice.
Yeah, looks like he's still having a tough time dealing with the crutch strong into the crutch stand fierce. Not really wanting to challenge it.
Wow, that was a pretty sick stand jab. What? Again, I love those little individual hits like that. And Hamad has done a good job of being a wall.
But can he keep this up for 60 seconds?
No, I mean, absolutely. It's a test of will. It's a test of will. It's hard not to just go in. Oh, we got the red focus. What a change in the matchup, just like that.
Good use of the meter from Hamad, and it's still a pretty close round.
It is, but now all of that space is behind Itazan.
Very true.
He can play slowly, even slower than before. Wow, that was not a good one.
Unfortunate for Itazan.
25 left here. Hamad trying to even it up on life. He might have just there. I don't know who's ahead.
It's Hamad. No,
I'm not,
I don't
I'm
even
not
know
sure.
now.
I'm not sure.
You know what?
And you know what?
It's hard
Neither
to
of the
tell.
players wants to. I bet they both are unsure about it too.
Holy
And the
smokes,
game is
it's
going to go
really
down
hard
to
to tell.
which one has.
Just run away. I don't even know. It
Yeah,
could be
you
draw.
just want to gamble. You just want to
could be a
gamble on
draw.
this. Will you just gamble?
Okay, I like Itazan.
Are they just gonna
I
do
like
it?
Itazan. I like it. Oh!
No! Hamad! Oh God! The ends of rounds. He lost it 2 times in that pressure cooker situation after all of those seconds of patient play, and he tries to find it, and 2 rounds, it did not work.
You know, the way that he was playing those rounds was really, as his quote said, he believed that he was better, and that's why it went to a timeout. He was saying, okay, I'm going to get my spot. I'm going to get my spot. My spot will come, and it did not come.
It didn't come. Yeah.
Itazan not giving it to him.
Seeing how Itazan is playing against Hamad here, he might be used to Fudo, who is the best wall in the business. It's impossible to jump in on Fudo, and he pays attention to both the ground and the anti-air like nobody else. So I wonder if he's just sort of used to not jumping in. He did test it a couple of times in the first game, and he got knocked down. But I wonder if that's something he could do more frequently. Wow.
What?
That was like the ideal punish to that.
What?
That was the maximum.
Holy smokes. He punished him with 360 kick.
Yup. Wow, taking some bets. And Hamad backs off again, just safety first.
Hamad's in that same position, and he felt so comfortable that he was able to let it go to timeout from this one.
Yeah.
What's the strategy? Oh, tried to walk up into the tension.
Yes, he did.
He's got all these jump backs. Where's the walk forward roundhouse, David?
I don't know. Oh! Oh, got him. Match point now. Razor Itabashi Zangief.
Itazan is very comfortable with that jump back defense in the corner. It's giving Hamad a lot of trouble, and it may just be that the way that Zangief's hurt box shrinks up that he's not able to use that standing roundhouse like he'd like to.
Okay, there's the confirm. Here comes Hamad.
There it is.
Yeah, that's really good. It has better range than it looks like.
Right. And you know, he doesn't want to flame kick because Itazan's sitting on that Ultra 2. I mean, not now, but earlier in the set.
Definitely, definitely.
So I would expect to see more of the stand roundhouse in that situation. Opens himself up to a Rekka.
Yeah, Hamad has the corner for himself again. But you know what? He gave it up last round kind of uncharacteristically. That jump roll roundhouse was punished in amazing fashion. So don't expect that to happen again. Oh, the little counter poke. And now I wonder if Hamad is starting to move backwards a little bit. You see him taking those little steps back. Maybe he feels like that's the potential strength.
He's got enough of a life lead to be comfortable with it now. Itazan has to stick buttons out, big buttons out. Hamad is making him pay for them.
So Hamad is doing a really good job at paying attention to the ground and the anti-air. That's legit. That's hard to get around.
Yes.
It is.
It all comes down to this.
That means that it's got to be a normal to normal or a sort of jump back option for Zangief. Jumping toward isn't going to cut it.
And he needed to commit to those anti-airs there. He went with the flame kick, decided, I don't think you're going to go with the Ultra 2. Not from this timing, not from this positioning, and he was able to get it. But he didn't really have the time to react to the jump ins like he would like to. Zita-san is still staying tricky as he possibly can.
Yep. Oh! Well, he got what he could do. Especially saving meter. Oh!
That's what he's looking for with these whiffs. I'm sorry, not with these whiffs, with these just neutral jumps. And, he'll mix up the jumping fierce and the empty button. And just hope he can stop Hamad's approach.
Yeah. Well, Hamad has the perfect spot on screen right now. Wow, good read! So Hamad gave up the perfect spot for a little bit of damage. He got it, but then putting himself even that close to Itazan opens him up to these extra mix-ups that he wasn't up to before. That's why we have this little life change. Safe. Itazan working on that EX hand red focus. And if that were to come now, that would be maybe good night. That would be such a change. Oh, again! Nice read. Not punished! And that was gigantic.
That's all his meter.
Yeah, that was all, you're right. All of his meter is gone. That one EX hand is left. But actually with that, if he hits that, that's going to take the game and the set. So it's all up to Hamad right now to not get hit.
Rekka game again.
Oh, he got it. He got the life lead. He got the life lead.
Game again.
Can he
there
get
it is.
Oh, he found it! He found it!
Got away with one there. That second Rekka was definitely counterable, but Itabashi would have definitely just needed to guess.
Yeah, yeah. This is such a straining matchup on both players. You can really see it in their faces.
It's grueling, you know?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we've seen 2 time overs already.
Yeah, it feels like almost all the rounds are going to time overs.
I don't think I've seen any other time overs today without charge characters.
It's just one of those things where neither one can jump toward. Hamad has established that he has consistent anti-air, and for Geef, it's super easy. It's just 3 punches.
Yes.
It's like it's brainless. So as Geef, you're just used to people not jumping at you. And it's about this mid-range right here. It's finding those buttons.
Nice recognition from Hamad. He's seeing these bad angle anti-airs when Itabashi jumps at the range where jump pierce is going to be good, and he doesn't chance it there. Neutral jump to the, uh-oh!
Got him!
Finally hits it!
Okay, the nodding from Hamad.
Wow, it took him forever to set that one up, but he
Yeah,
got it.
it did. But now Ultra 2 is gone, and just like that, it's no longer an issue. And Hamad still has the life lead.
Second verse, same as the first.
Yeah, he might have been willing to just take that.
I don't think he's too worried about it. You know?
Yeah. Got to make a comeback now. Oh, and he finds it. And guess what? That's the life lead. That's the life lead. What can Itazan do? Will he find anything?
He's got to avoid the EX Rekka. There's the EX Rekka.
He didn't have EX hand yet. That's the timer scam. So we're going to go to match point now for DL Hamad, display lag Hamad.
What will happen now?
Fighting from Texas out of Kuwait.
This is the one we've been waiting for. The ultimate battle for supremacy has come.
Okay,
Perfectly chosen.
there it is. Itazan, maybe now a chance to make things faster. No. But Hamad has a lot of life to make up, especially with the way that they've been playing. That amount of life lead is pretty significant.
2 or 3 good roundhouses, though. He'll be right back into it.
Sure.
Itazan wants to keep jumping back like this.
Right, yeah, that's up to Itazan.
There's one.
Itazan doesn't need... Oh, wow. Is that tension?
Yeah, he just mistimed it. It would have gotten him.
Yeah, you're right about those roundhouses. That really has almost evened it up.
Got it!
That range!
Been hunting for that one the whole set.
Okay.
That's damage.
Itazan takes the life lead again. Oh, you can feel it. They're both getting worried here. They're both getting hurried too. Oh!
Misses his link.
Huge. Wow, the chip out! Last round! Razor Itabashi Zangief versus DL Hamad. Winners finals of the pool. And this has been every bit as grueling and interesting as I was hoping it was going to be honest.
That's what I said.
I love it.
I did not want to wish this upon either of them.
I love it.
Look
It's
how
a tough
this
match.
has been.
Yeah, dude.
3 timeouts, at least, so far.
Wow, really? Just raw EX hand. And now Hamad has a pretty good life lead. Or a pretty good mountain to climb.
These guys have got to be mentally drained.
Oh, after this one, they're going to ask the TOs to give them a little time before the next match, that's for sure. Of course, winner will qualify from the pool and will wait to play until 6, which is really not that far away.
Found him, stopped him.
Oh!
And into the corner.
Oh, things might be falling apart.
Wow, Itazan turning it on now.
This might be Itazan's. Nice blocking. Yeah.
Big whip punish.
And it's just tough to see. Oh, he's not going to make it happen. Itazan takes it in definitely the most grueling match we have had at EVO 2015 so far. You can really see how that has affected both of them. The smiles of relief on Itazan's side and on Hamad's just destruction, devastated.
Well-deserved victory shout for Itazan after that one, and obvious signs of relief on his face.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's the face of somebody who has been through quite an ordeal and has come through on the other side with a victory. But, you really got put through the ringer to get to where you are right now. That's sort of just a smile of relief. It's over.
That's how a matchup like that is. It's exactly that. It's relieving even for the winner.
Yeah, exactly.
I got through that.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was tough.
So we'll see more of Itazan in the semifinals bracket starting at 6 o'clock here.
That's right, which is not too long from now. It's 5:30 where we are. That'll be half an hour.
Oh, time flies when you're calling Street Fighter 4.
I know, right? We started pretty early this morning, so it's cool. Always good time at EVO 2015. I hope that everybody at home is having a good time as well. It's hard not to.
It's unbelievable that a 2,000-man tournament just went by today.
Right, yeah, it's almost over.
Of course this is amazing. This is ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, we're losing about 1,900 players.
Staggering.
It just, it's almost done.
That's a year's worth of tournament players right there.
Yeah. And pretty much inconceivable a decade ago. A dozen years ago, impossible. Nobody even joked about that. Seriously, I don't remember even jokes about 2,000
You know what
tournaments.
was a joke? Street Fighter 4. That was a joke.
I remember going on the forums, right? We'd be on Sure You Can. This was maybe mid-2000s, right? And people would go on there and be like, what do you want to see in Street Fighter 4? And everybody who had been there for a while would either just ignore it or say, It's never going to happen.
Never gonna happen.
It's never going to happen. We were so sure that we had seen the last Street Fighter. It really seemed that way. It really did.
I mean, back then, Street Fighter 4 was a game that you played in the parking lot, mano y mano, if you know what I'm getting
That's
at.
true.
But now it's a real game, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 as well, I guess.
It's had a good life. It's had a good life, SF4. It's been around for a little while, and it did its work. You know?
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
brought in a lot of people.
Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to move on to the next match, which is going to be Alex Smith. Yeah, I see him sitting down there.
That's right.
RPD Mad Catz Alex Smith against Kep from maybe ND USA.
Is that actually North Dakota?
Well, there was a player who listed Fargo as his city earlier. So
Wow.
yeah, I guess the ND scene made it up. That's really cool.
Is there an ND scene?
I guess. I mean, there's at least 2 of them.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know
Please.
where they are. You know, I guess Fargo for one, but I don't know the other.
I don't know any other cities in North Dakota, man. Bismarck?
Is that, yeah? Is
I
it Bismarck?
don't know.
Okay, is it Pierre or is that South Dakota? Is that South Dakota? That might
No, no. You're right. You're right.
Am I
You're
right?
right.
I
I
don't
think you're
remember.
right.
I'm not, I have no
Bismarck
confidence.
I think Bismarck is south.
I have no confidence.
All
in
right. You guys got us. We tried. Oh, this guy's Team Butts, though.
That. Oh, hashtag butts.
Oh, that's even better than Team.
I don't think anybody can disagree with that hashtag.
I would never disagree with that hashtag. Alex Smith, like you said, Massachusetts area, able jury, and he's added Cammy, it looks like, to his arsenal.
Okay.
Always looking for a little bit of an edge in those matchups. Street Fighter 4, such a full game of matchups.
Yes.
Quick update, off stream, well, it may have been on the other stream, but yeah, on the other stream. Chris T did defeat Black Eye Nemo, and that's from
Wow.
the official EVO 2K account, so
Yeah.
that's legit.
There you go. You can follow it at EVO2K.
That's right.
Let's get some info there. Yeah, Chris T himself just tweeted, "I just beat Nemo." Sick. Yeah, I feel like I'm only going to take it from first-party sources now. It's going to be like EVO 2K or EVO Brackets or the player, him or herself.
Some guys is gonna run
That's
up to you like, I just beat Daigo.
I'm going to be like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you have that on video?
Yeah,
Do you have a link?
Yeah.
This will fly at this location.
Ah. Wow, that was awesome. Alex Smith just told me that he was giving a button check at the same time that Ono just waved at us. So I was like,
Eee.
thumbs up, plus hands. Ono-san is here.
Fight!
Let's button check real fast.
The one we've been waiting for.
So Alex Smith is going with Abel. Or, well, I guess we'll see for sure, but seems likely.
Remember, folks, this is the last set of pools. Like you said, 6 o'clock very soon. That's when the semis will start. We have made it through the early rounds of a 2,000-plus man tournament.
Yeah.
And very shortly, it will be whittled down to about 256 of the toughest Street Fighter 4 players in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Winners semis of this pool, which is pool E17.
Alex Smith, RPD replayed up against Kep, mixing them up.
Ooh!
Kep
then-
taking the advantage back.
Wow, wake up fierce. That 4-framer.
That one got through quickly. And the overhead. Kept getting away with a couple there. The FADC into probably execution error. But it still recovered nicely with the EX Tornado throw into the corner.
Oh!
Gotta hit that.
Can he seal this? That's the question. Maybe not. Here comes Kep. Okay. So he saw the crack kick and he punishes.
Let's keep it up. Fight!
Taking the first round. Nice jump in off the tip. Drops the combo for a reset for 50% just off the starter things and a counter hit. Okay, he's really opening it up here.
Yeah. That was a regular zonk, I think. So he had both EX Zonk and regular Zonk charge. Shoutouts. And that is pretty convincing game one.
The roll mix-ups got him quite far in that.
Yeah, yeah. If you see something working, just keep going to it. Why not?
And it's up to Kep to show that he knows that you can throw that move, slow it down a little bit. He's just getting caught out, committing to buttons, and that's what makes the roll successful.
Well, hashtag butts.
Oh. It is on his shirt.
Think about that.
I'm going to think about that. Oh, misses the link opportunity there. Alex Smith lets him go.
Oh,
really
wow.
Nice. That cross-up was perfectly placed.
All right, you know what? He's really bringing out all the tricks, and they're all working.
Really tricky.
It's really just been EX Zonk that's caused him any issue. And he's at match point.
He's throwing everything that he has up in the air and then just tornado throwing him while he looks at it hit the ground. Nice recognition, and the positioning for the cross-up is good again. Rolls through, stand fierce, red focus. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
that
the roll
would
again?
have been the stun. That would have been it. Accidentally buffered the button, the motion.
Oh, that's punishable. Didn't get anything.
Was not deep enough for that crouch fierce. Just looking to end it. Looking to end it.
Hold on, though, Cap. No, that's it. RPD MCZ, Alex Smith moving on.
With 2 games.
Pool E17. So he's going to move into winners semifinals now. Right? Or no, winners finals is what he just qualified for. Well, who do we have coming up next?
Ghostis versus BCW Black Skills, who we saw earlier playing that DJ up against Choco Blanca.
Yeah, so I'm checking out the pool. E19 is the bracket. And it looks like he must have beaten Perfect Legend, either Perfect Legend or Ronald Gitta in the next round.
Okay.
And this is the same. This is to qualify for winners finals.
Okay.
This is winners semis match.
All right.
So, Ghostish made it through. Joe Monday, BB Cognito, and Zep Cheese. Yep. So it was a struggle when he beat Choco Blanca.
Oh, it was
a big
much
struggle.
like the Itazan and Hamad game. Just grueling game. Many time overs. A lot of frenetic moments back and forth where it's hard to recover. Black Skills came out on top.
Okay, so Pierre is in South Dakota, Bismarck is in North Dakota, and is the capital. Ski Sonic, #1. Other North Dakota cities include Grand Forks and Minot. That's your lesson for the day.
Sweet. I was actually right because I had to double check, so I'm taking your word for it.
Oh, good work. Yeah.
Yeah. Geography champ right here, guys. Thank you. Give it up. So we've got what we expect to be Goken up against DJ.
Okay.
In that last set that we saw Black Skills play, he was overly comfortable, I would say, in the Fireball game.
Agreed.
I think that's going to do him a lot better in this matchup. I mean, I don't think that this character, DJ, is going to have the Fireball game advantage overall against Goken, because Goken has the EX Demon Flip to cut through it and other things, just dive kicks out of the Demon Flip and all. But at least he'll be able to comfortably throw a lot of Fireballs without expecting a slide to happen every time.
You're right. You're right. It'll be a little bit easier to find those opportunities. We'll see how Ghostish plays, though. You can play Goken, I think, in a couple of pretty different ways. He can be a zoner or he can be a pressure character. He has frame traps and big damage. So we'll just see which one he wants to do. Looks like maybe offense is what he wants so far. Yeah.
Jeez, that was fast.
Yeah, that's Goken. That's definitely what he wants to do, man. He is controlling that corner.
He's just going to play the Dorman, lets him out, but he does get an overhead for his troubles. Ghostis' round to lose.
Just hoping any of those hit.
And
Not really overcommitting to anything. It's just putting stuff out there. And all you need is one little bit to work. So
that's right.
There it is.
And all of that is meter for the next round as well. Of course, Black Skills can't do anything about it. He's in a situation where he needs to get everything going. He can't take any chips, so that's just what Ghostich earns.
Right.
And drawing out the round.
All right.
Plenty of tools to make it through the fireballs.
All right.
All the way into the corner. Point blank slot. It is a fast one, or sweep. It's a fast one.
Black Skills way down on life right now. That's for sure. Oh! That's such a risk. Yeah, Goken can punish that so well. No big setup required. All right, maybe Black Skills. Can he get it a couple of times? No.
Error, the execution error. He was starting to run it back there.
Yeah.
It really was.
Goken wins.
He showed, though, that he has some post-knockdown mix-ups that are going to build in the whiff. So he's looking at the counter from Goken, thinking ahead. Oh, got over him, still gets grabbed.
I feel like that's not doing too much for DJ from across the screen. Throwing max outs, yeah. Okay, that was good. That was good. That's a really good series right there from Black Skills.
He can just back off now. He doesn't need to throw himself into harm's way. That damage will come on the way on Ghostish's way in. He'll get it.
Oh well.
Oh.
I don't know. Ghostish is really starting things off. In fact, he needs one more combo, and he'll take this. If it's something big, then he will seal it. Oh!
Got away with one there. Ghostich was looking at that comeback. He's really about to make it happen.
Yeah.
Black Skills will take that around. That input error from Ghostich. First drop that we've seen, but he turns it into a crumple.
Yeah, nice anti-air. He's so confident in that. You saw him using Stand Strong earlier.
And he's staying mindful of that demon flip parry as well. Empty jump. Gets over the anti-air normal button. He gets under that time. Goes after the stand fierce, but that's damage! So many fierces in that combo.
Oh, really? He's over Ultra on that. And now he needs one more combo. And that's Goken.
You gotta keep that pressure going. The next hit will stun. Okay, sorry, the next one. Well, he's dead.
Look at that comeback.
Jump fierce into mad damage, just like he called it.
Yup. Wow, that was all Black Skills that round. And now it's match point Ghostich instead. Winner's side. He's consistent with that. That strong to down fierce is good for him.
Yeah, good with the combos. He slipped to that cross up through very quickly. Black Skills kind of let it go and made a lot of damage.
Oh,
here's
that might be it.
And the stun.
That might be it.
Whew. Painful.
Oh, really? He didn't want to spend bar? I'm very surprised.
Better safe than sorry, right? Like, don't drop the combo.
I suppose. In any case, he has a huge enough life lead that he might feel comfortable.
I think he can block fireballs for 60 seconds.
You know what? You might be right. Yeah. Oh.
Can't do that. Can't take that.
That's right.
Oh, counter hit.
Oh, that's it. Ghostich moves on in winners. Where was he from? Tucson, Arizona. Well, Black Skills seems like he is not super upset about that.
Huge damage potential on Goken, like you said. He played a lot of that matchup very well, but you let one jump fierce get through. Could be curtains.
Pool E15?
That's the one.
Okay. Let's check this out. Let's see where we got. Where in this pool we might be. Looks like it's, again, winner semis. So Rico Suave made it through Driftwood. We saw that. Crack Fiend on the other side made it through a few players of his own. On the other side of the bracket, Ui Japanese player, UI.
Oui.
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 And you know who else is in there?
Who's that?
Ultra 2 David. Ultra 2 David.
You know, I thought first you were going to say me, but I know that you, like me as in you, but I know that you didn't answer.
I did not, and I haven't
And then you
answered.
said Ultra.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
like, but
Sorry,
it's, I
dude.
know it's not you.
It's not me. It's David Zhang.
Ultra 2 David. He's the super version. Took
That's
the,
right.
Took the
That's
second
right,
Ultra. I like it.
Actually, I mean, that makes sense. I basically stopped competing once Super came out.
Right,
More
right.
or less, so.
But if you come back, then you guys enter a 2v2 tournament, and then you can be W Ultra David. That'd be good. Rico Suave with his interesting unorthodox style,
Yeah.
and Crack Fiend with a much more by-the-book Balrog, I think.
Yeah, but good by the book.
Yeah.
He doesn't do things that I would consider out of the ordinary very often, but the things that he does do, he picks nice spots on screen. He mixes up well between dash punches if he's been convinced to by the opponent. Has good pressure as a Balrog player. You know, he has Balrog stuff.
And he's a smart player. I think players that are good at recognizing other players' tendencies, reading, and getting a good read on them are pretty strong with Balrog.
Yeah.
You know, being able to play a methodical game. You know, he doesn't get a lot of huge punishes, but he doesn't open himself up to a lot of risk. So Crack Fiend is a pretty smart player. We'll see what he has for Rico. Rico, though, he's so unpredictable. That may be tough for Crack Fiend. You know, his strength may not come into play here.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a good job so far, controlling this space, controlling this corner. Not that time. Abel trying to jump away. Oh, can he link it? Yes.
Keeps him standing. Slugging him out. Let him get through and let the TT go as well.
Oh, the jump back didn't come.
Wow.
Hard read. Very hard read. And a pretty convincing round by PH Crack Fiend. He just got into the corner and was basically it. You know, he just controlled that situation. One series by Rico, and he went for too hard of a read on it. All right, Crack Fiend slowly making his way. Takes a bit of a risk.
Now, Rico's employing a very similar strategy with these frequent jump backs to try to get that the whiff in front of him and punish it with the step kick, and the same that he was against Driftwood. It's more of that unorthodox stuff. It's not very common Abel style, but it's working out for him. He does corner himself very frequently, though, as a result.
Right, exactly. And Abel does not really have good corner escape options. It's basically roll, which is throwable and punishable at the end of it.
Pretty risky.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the spots that Rog is picking. Good stuff from Crack Fiend.
1-2.
Yeah, a couple of times now. Here comes Rico. Yeah, still gets that corner.
Whittling him down. Don't forget about the big chip damage available.
Oh, he
that's
had
the
a
huge
chance.
drop.
Honestly, that could have been the round.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe not. Here comes Rico, who's got another chance.
One thing about Abel, he
Oh,
does
can he
not
make a
need
comeback?
meter. Doesn't need meter to do huge damage. Trying to mix it up. Trying to just run 2 seconds. He's
Yeah,
got it.
you know what? Oh, that's not in time. That's not in time.
Yeah.
I like how Rico got into the corner, and then he knows that Crack Fiend wants to look for anti-air still. He wants to look for hopping around. And so very smart by Rico to just start blocking. Exactly how you close that around like that.
Nice challenge. Good sequence of dash punches to just push Rico to the corner, but he gets a step kick into a TT, and that's a position switch. Trying to bait.
Ooh.
Finally comes out. Rico's not ready. Wakes up with his own EX. Back into the corner. Position switch again.
That classic trading of EX wake-ups.
Yep. Trading wake-ups. We're trading wake-ups.
Oh, you don't respect me?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't
Trade
respect you.
wake-ups.
You got it.
You want to trade?
You got
I
it.
got one. You got one? trying to check the approach with that crouch forward. Hopefully he's buffering it this time.
Yeah.
Nice. Very well placed on the dash punch.
And right back out to the dash back as Crackfiend. He does not want to be up close in Able Country. That's for sure. But that's where he is right now. Enrico, another chance. Wow, okay.
Rico Suave.
I mean, close fierce FADC. And now, what's Crackfiend gonna do? Oh, he stayed still. He stayed up close.
Rico.
Oh, stolen.
Is he the smartest man alive?
Well, why would Crackfiend stay close?
Because why would he do tornado throw twice when he's losing?
All right. And
There's no way.
Not EX either. EX is hit invincible.
Wait. No.
Didn't go for that. He went for the throw invincible option.
Hey, excuse me, buddy. Are you crazy? Yes, I am. All right, let's play.
Yeah.
There's buffering it. Good stuff from Rico. Adaptation is there. Gets away with the anti-air focus. Generally pretty risky.
Oh, wow.
That's the game he's trying to play. That's exactly where Rico wants to be.
Yeah, this is definitely Rico's game right now. Oh! Save it. Oh,
finally found it. Finally found it. He's been sparingly using the focus, but not too much. And it's been letting Crackfiend feel comfortable throwing those dash punches out.
Yeah, in fact, I feel like Crackfiend was comfortable enough that he saw the focus and went in for the dash punch anyway, thinking, well, you're going to let it go, and I'm going to knock you out of the air as you dash either way.
What will happen now? Fight!
So Rico's now on match point out of New York, Crackfiend, Northern California. Trying to get into winners finals of their pool.
He's sticking with his game plan. The way that he's chosen to deal with the dash punch is to try to make it whiff, give himself all the time that he can gather to react to it, and get a whiff punish instead of trying to bully Balrog up close and cut it out of his game that way.
Ooh!
1-2. Counter hit. Gets it again.
Wow, the regular tornado throw again.
Hey, if he thinks that you're gonna go tick throw, then he just throws it out there apparently.
I guess, yeah.
Great. That's exactly what Abel needs to do. That's why the move is throw invulnerable.
You just don't often see Abel's actually use it in that way, in that throw invincible sort of way.
You're right about that. It's just such a scary thing to do.
But we mentioned how Rico plays characters in a unique sort of way.
Well, no, we both got full meter, so, you know.
Oh!
There we go.
Crackfiend trying to stay alive here. But yeah, going into this next round, Rico has a lot of damage potential lined up in those FADCs. We've seen he likes to use them for mix-ups, for that close fierce FADC we saw before. It didn't work, but that's him showing that he does believe in that mix-up. Wow, a lot of damage out of Crackfiend. And, you know, players will generally save their super early in rounds just because having super means that you have a threat, and it also has, you know, you have actual EX wake-ups if you have super. Crackfiend is now without those, but he does have a big life lead. Wow, is it going to melt? It melted.
Puts a mid-screen. Oh, the auto-correct on the dash punch. And that's Crackfiend's last meter for a while. Rico very close to 3. As a result, hiding behind that crush forward, definitely buffering. Crackfiend has to be very careful about his approach. Rico giving him a lot of things to think about. Crackfiend tentative as a result now. Okay, takes a bit of initiative.
Oh!
A lot of initiative, slugs him down.
That was really good. He started all of a sudden taking up a lot more active space. He was really just sort of walking there, standing around. Some implied threats, but nothing that was concrete until just at the end.
Waited for his moment, and he felt it.
The fight is officially underway. The fight is underway. These two challengers will walk away as champions.
All right. Yeah, there's that down medium kick again. Still looking for that. Still hoping that Crack Fiend brings out dash punches at the wrong spot. That was the wrong spot.
Crack Fiend looks pretty aware of it, though. It's not falling too much for it, but he does go for the crouch roundhouse right into the focus. Here comes Rico. Nice response. Headbutt. Going back the other way.
Yeah, pretty good damage and the corner, of course.
Oh, that was hella meaty.
Is that too far on Abel? How about that?
Weird.
Crouching strong whiff. Well, he does have a pretty weird
He's
airbus.
a wide dude, you know. He's been hitting the weight room for a long time.
Oh,
Counter hit.
here it is. No, he's not out of it, Crack Fiend.
Got 3 meters. He showed that he's pretty good at using them, but watch out because that move is armored, so he'll take the damage anyway, unfortunately.
Match point Rico, but when it was match point Rico the last game, that's when Crack Fiend turned it on. See if you can do the same. There's a nice start from Rico Suave.
Big opening from Rico. I really like the use of the meter. That's what I'm talking about from Crack Fiend. That was an escape.
Yeah, Rico really corners himself a lot. He really moves back there, and I feel like he just sort of hopes that he finds an opportunity.
Yeah. And hoping as well that he gets some damage on the way there, and if not, then we're probably at a fairly even situation.
Okay, Rico trying to move in. Okay, yes, here he is. Can he make this happen?
Very nice sequence from Rico. He read the reversal, but it was a backdash, and he just didn't react quickly enough. Goes right back in here behind the step kick, lands a tornado.
Oh!
And 2.
One more. Anything, really.
That's it.
That is it.
Nice.
Rico takes it, moves on in winner's side.
Finally got some really great reads on Crack Fiend by that last round there.
Yeah. Started to get it. But it is weird to play against his style. You just don't expect him able to corner himself, to go to these options that Rico goes to.
Yes.
You do have to approach him, I think, a little bit differently as a player. Of course, when you play against anybody, you're playing against the human as much as you're playing against the character. Probably more so the human. So
yeah, and
you need to know that stuff, but it's still different.
And his movement, I think, it makes it a little bit harder to get a read on the distance of his normals, the spacing. Because a lot of able players, they set up the distance, the spacing on their forward kicks, on their step kicks with like your stand short. And from the stand short, it's a mark for able, but as well, if you're on the defense, you can see, okay, well, now he's at the perfect step kick range, and he's also just inside of the sweep range. But Rico's always moving, slipping in and out of range, so that makes it harder for you on the defense to know exactly how far those buttons are going to come.
Yeah, for sure. You're right. Okay, well, we're going to move on to the next one. That's Gamer B. Avermedia Gamer B on the left. And his opponent is Stoz from Japan. Using M. Bison, Gamer B has told us that he's going to be playing Elena. This is winners finals of his pool E21. Oh, is that not what we're seeing after all? Are we going to see Zangi?
That would be an interesting choice.
I mean, I think that Geef does... Oh, no, it's just button check.
Okay.
Well, we'll see if he ends up with it. I think Geef does fine against Elena. I don't think that that's a problem. I don't know how the Bison matchup goes. That might be tough. I don't know.
Trying to think back to when I've seen that matchup.
Right, yeah. She has really good walk speed. Maybe that's good enough to stay away from medium kicks and roundhouses. Maybe she can do stuff about scissors with that huge crouching jab.
She has great overheads.
She does.
Always a problem for charge characters like that.
It's true.
I see it being a decent matchup for her. But going from M. Bison to Zangief is an interesting choice. And in and of itself. He didn't list Zangief as a secondary, so we'll see if he actually does stick with this, despite it being a button check.
Well, now he's got to select it. I've seen Gamer B pick Elena specifically before to deal with Geef, so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Bison. That's what he's gone with here.
Yeah, this should be a firm battle of the ground game.
Yeah.
Who can get that first step?
Yeah, neither character is so great at taking to the air just because they have those huge floaty jumps.
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
really a pressure tool for them.
Right. And neither of them have great anti-airs either.
That's true.
They have, like you said before, situational.
Yes. Yeah, they exist, but they're not a sort of one-size-fits-all.
Right.
Battle of the century. Fight!
Gets off to a patient start. Gamer B just takes the opportunity to build some meter.
Yeah, I think it's likely to look like that a lot. Patience.
I feel like he might be in slide range there, though. Gutsy call from Gamer B. Fakes the
Wow.
cross-up. That's the same side. Stomps was definitely thinking about the cross-up. There's the cross-up. Good block.
Not punished. Gotta get that. You gotta get
What's
that.
that on block, David?
I think -5 if I recall.
Okay. Press the button. Nice punish on the Psycho for the stun. Gamer B taking some liberties in that first round. With him from meter. Attacking after he's at disadvantage. But like we said before, do it till it doesn't work anymore. Nice shimmy. Gamer B is way out in front in this ground game. Stoves is forced to try to dash in. Try to create some damage, get things back to even.
Nice. Oh!
Why the hell not? I've had enough of this.
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes, Elena's will look for that overhead link into crouching jab.
Yeah,
It can work.
yeah. That's a round changer.
Ooh, good
Nice
punish.
stuff, very nice.
Again. And
Wow,
that,
amazing
Oh,
sequence
no!
from Gamer B. Stalls fails to punish. Oh. Just like that, Gamer B snatches it back. What was rightfully his.
yeah,
in the
that
first
healing
place.
really changes things up. You know, you have to know how you're gonna punish it, and you have to make sure that you don't give him a chance to get away.
Are you ready?
I mean, Gamer B let that whole thing rip.
He let that
He
thing
went through
rock.
the full animation.
His life just shoots up like a rocket.
No one could have seen that coming.
That's again, same setup from that first round. Fakes the cross up. Oh, and here's the overhead. Wait, is that an overhead? It's not an
No,
overhead.
that's not, but it's a
an
good frame
overhead.
trap.
Right. I think it might go over loops.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't believe it.
Wow. This is as convincing as it comes.
Taking it to him. Maybe he should have picked Zangief.
Maybe, yeah.
Continue. Fight!
Wow. I think that might have been an opportunity if he had just stuck a button out with that neutral jump. Okay. Opening him up a little bit. Much better round for Stoves. Now Gamer B mixing up the block strings. Went for the low.
All right, gonna get some life.
Good
Yeah, that was,
punish.
yeah, good recognition. Seeing that on the fly is not always easy. Oh!
Nice, and he's got his charge available. Great awareness from both of these guys so far.
Gamer B with the hit just like that. Can he get underneath? Oh, not this time.
No punish.
Yeah.
She whiffed right in front of his face, and down roundhouse is all you need. He's just not ready for it.
That crouching jab, I just feel is so consequential. You can't whiff scissors in anything like the way that you can in a lot of other matchups, because she'll turn it into crouching jab, right into spin scythe, and you know, that really is a big deal. So.
Yeah.
Okay, Gamer B, that means qualifies in winner's side from his pool E21.
All right.
Congrats to him.
You can follow along at home. Ultra David here has tweeted out a link to the brackets, but it's pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
There's a live blog on shoryuken.com as well, updating. And like we said earlier, there are, I think, 8 streams here this weekend, so it's very hard to keep track of all the matches that are going. So pull up that blog, pull up your multi-Twitch, pull up a brew, and just kick back, relax.
You talked about at EVO 2K
Yes.
and at EVO Brackets. You can check them out. And I mean, I think that's it for pools.
Yes.
We have
I think that
managed
is
to
it.
make it through. Yeah.
Wow.
Quarterfinals are coming up next. We're going to take a little bit break, but man, to go from 2,200 plus players down to the 256 that are remaining, in, I mean, it's taken a while. It's taken 10 hours, but still, 10 hours, that many players?
If you've been with us this long, give yourself a pat on the back. And if you know any of your friends that are here and made it through, give them an e-pat on the back as well.
Man, yeah.
Because that's an impressive feat
Yes.
to make it through here.
Yeah, the result, the reward is qualifying for the toughest 256-person tournament bracket ever.
You're welcome.
That was it.
You're welcome. Have fun with that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have Ultra Street Fighter 4 quarterfinals.